All right, welcome into Studio Day Heffrey. I want to start off today by thanking everybody who's watching the videos, leaving comments, and interacting with me on the social medias at JC1053 on Twitter, at Time4Jeffrey on Instagram, because the Cowboys season is over and sometimes I don't have ideas, so I ask the people. So you can always leave something in the comments for something you'd like to hear talked about tomorrow. Try to get a video for you every day on the YouTube channel and on 1053thefan.com. So thank you guys for your input, because without you, I could not do a video today. And so we start off with from @Gavin Dawson, who says, tell me about the Senior Bowl players the Cowboys might draft. And that is a cheater question, because there's a lot of people at the Senior Bowl, and I'm only about 35 players in right now. So that's a messed up question. You're setting me up to look stupid, Gavin. So chill out. I'll talk about the players I've watched and the guys that I'm going to watch. At Travinus97, why do you prefer Delpit or McKinney over Jamal Adams? Smiley face. It might be a winky face, but I think it's a smiley face. I never said that, sir. I've never said that I would prefer Grant Delpit from LSU or Xavier McKinney from Alabama over Jamal Adams. The odds of either one of them becoming a better player than Jamal Adams are pretty low. We're just playing a salary cap game. It's a fun game, though. In the comments, would you rather draft a safety at 17 and just assume, if you haven't watched them play, just assume they're worthy of being picked 17th overall? Would you rather pick that guy who makes peanuts for 4 years and then even the 5th year, not a whole lot? Would you rather have that? Or would you rather trade for Jamal Adams and then sign him to his really, really big extension, set the market for safeties, and see what the cap may bring a year from now? If you want to win the Super Bowl right this second and you just want to up your odds of winning the Super Bowl and that's all you care about, then you want Jamal Adams. If you're just trying to, year in and year out, do the best job of team building that you can to give yourself a chance in the long term, then you probably go Grant Delpit. So I lean Delpit, but I'm not mad at you if you want Jamal Adams. If they traded for Jamal Adams and decided that that's the route they wanted to go and they wanted to get the best player that they could, I mean, my buddy Brian Broaddus always says, if you're a scout, if you're a GM, you're in the business of adding great players. If you have the opportunity to add a great player, you do it. Figure out the cap later. Take some dead money, hope nobody ever gets hurt, move money around, hope the cap goes up by leaps and bounds. Any player that you want, you can have, especially for the Cowboys right now. You got $80 million in cap space or whatever. Any player you want, you can have. You can sign whoever you want. It's no problem. Now, some of that money is going to go to Dak, probably Amari, maybe Byron, maybe Robert Quinn coming back, and $80 million goes away real fast. But this year, they're not cap strapped. It'll be a year from now that they'll be cap strapped. Because when you sign a guy to his new deal, like they're going to do for Dak and probably Amari, that year, the cap hit usually isn't very big. Now, you can do it however you want, but most teams will intentionally make the cap hit fairly small in the first year, which means in years 2, 3, and 4, pew, it goes up. So they're not going to be in cap trouble this year. That's a next year thing where they're going to have some really tough decisions to make. Can you keep the offensive line together? How much can you add in free agency? Those things are more a year away than they are right this second. So I got no problem. You want to add Jamal Adams? I'm down. We can add Jamal Adams, but I'd probably rather just draft a guy. Kyle on Twitter, him and 4 other people, because I asked, I said, guys, I need your help for the video today. What do you want to talk about? I'm going to make a video after I walk the dog. So Kyle and 3 or 4 others wanted a play-by-play of walking the dog. Well, Stomp and I went out the front door. We hung a left. We had to wait for a car to drive by because we didn't want to get hit. And then we cruised on down the street. She took a poo, a number 2 there, about 15, 16 houses down on the left. And it was like 4 little poop nuggets. It's probably because of the human food. If I had to guess, I would guess that it's the human food she's been having. I made pork loin and chicken over the weekend. So when I eat well, Stomp eats well. And so might be messing with her. She's got the bubble guts too. I can hear it rumbling while she's laying down next to me while I do the video. And it doesn't stop. So we probably need to get her outside for another number 2. Handle up on the deuce. At Chase Ball 7, safety versus defensive line at pick number 17. Pick the best player. I'll tell you what, I've kind of been struggling with the defensive ends in this draft class so far. Chase Young's incredible, but he'll be gone. A.J. Epinesa at Iowa is interesting. I think he'll be gone. But I don't know. I've watched about 7 of the pass rushers in this class, and a lot of them, I'm looking at them and I'm like, ooh, I mean, maybe in the second, maybe in the third. The only 3 pass rushers that I've seen so far, I still have guys to watch. I've seen about 7 of them. But the only guys that I'm interested in at 17 are Chase Young, and I can't have him. AJ Epinesa, and I probably can't have him. And then Yetur Gross-Matos at Penn State. He's a really interesting guy to watch. He's got 2 years of pretty good production the last 2 years. He's got the right body for it. He's got the quickness. He's got the length. So there's 3 of them that I'm somewhat interested in. And as we keep going, I'll figure out where I stack them up in relation to some of the other positions. But so that's 3 defensive ends that I think maybe are worthy of pick 17. At D tackle, you're talking about Derek Brown at Auburn, who should be gone probably. And then Javon Kinlaw at the Senior Bowl, who I believe I just saw measured in at 6'5", 315 with 34 and some odd inch arms. So that's a pretty good specimen. So that gives you 3 D ends, 1 D tackle, because Derek Brown will be gone. Chase Young will be gone. So that's really just 2 or 3 names to keep in mind. And then at safety, Grant Delpit, Xavier McKinney, and I'd throw in corner Christian Fulton. If he gets to 17, I've decided he's my second corner in this class. You can't have Okuda. He's going to be long gone. But if you could, sign me up. Let's see. At Beeston, 25_8. Oh, 24/7, but +1 in each category. I like that. That's good. Super Bowl pick. And do the Super Bowl teams prove you must take Henry Ruggs if he's available? Got confused on that one. What are the 49ers? I mean, yeah, the Chiefs are fast. I guess the 49ers are kind of fast, but I don't know how that points me to Henry Ruggs, but we'll come back to that. Could you take Henry Ruggs at 17? Yeah, I could do that. I could probably be okay with that. Super Bowl pick. Initially, I picked the 49ers. 2 days ago, I said 49ers are going to win. I have changed my mind because I'm allowed to change my mind. And I've decided that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. My reasoning is the 49ers are good at everything, but the 49ers, before the postseason started, you go back and I believe Atlanta scored 29 on them with Matt Ryan. Goff and the Rams scored 31. Breeze and the Saints scored 46. So they're a great defense, but I'm going to pick the great quarterback and the great offense over the great defense with a good offense, because I do think great offense beats great defense. And whoa, some old school football people are not going to be having that. But it's happened. They've played good quarterbacks and they've given up points. So I think they're going to give up 30-something points to the Chiefs, and the 49ers are going to have to keep up. So I'm going Chiefs. How about that? Ruggs at 17, cool. I already told you I'm cool with it. I'd rather have Jerry Jeudy or CeeDee Lamb. I could deal with Henry Ruggs, but this is such a deep receiver group that if you're looking for speed, you just want speed on offense, you want a guy who can just absolutely burn for the Cowboys, then I would introduce you to some other names too. I think Henry Ruggs is certainly a possibility. TCU's Jalen Reagor, that dude can go, and he would be a nice, I don't know if I want to use 17 on him, but I don't think you have a chance to get him at 51, I think, is their second-round pick. But keep that name in mind. And then KJ Hamler at Penn State is a lot of fun. He's 5'9", but that dude can move. Speed, explosiveness, quickness, change of direction, acceleration, deceleration. Hamler's fun too. And maybe you could get him in the third. Maybe not. It's a deep receiver group, though. We're going to find a bunch of guys. Just look at the Senior Bowl roster. There's, 8 or 10 receivers there? I'll take any one of them. I'll take them all. They're all really good. Let's see what else we got here. At Cole 1986, if they finally will address safety or one technique to shore up the middle of the defense in the first round. I don't think there's a one technique that you want in the first round. I don't think so. Derek Brown is the only one technique or guy that could play one technique that you're interested in the first round. But Kinlaw's good. I think he's a 3 technique, but he's 315 pounds. They don't have a 3 technique either. That's what I think people are missing when we're talking about, we got to get the fat guy. And I do want the fat guy. I need a fat guy on this team. But they don't have a 3 technique either. Right now it's Tristan Hill. Malik Collins' contract is up. You don't have a 3. And so in the first round, you would rather take a 3 than a 1. And I can find you a 1. I'm going to find one. I've watched the Utah guy. I watched the TCU guy. I started to watch the Baylor guy. We'll find you a nose tackle. We just got to convince the Cowboys to actually pick them for once. But I'll find you a nose tackle. At Hunter Harrison, how would having Des Bryant as your 4th receiver affect the offense? I'm not going to do that today. I love Dez, and I want to be wrong so bad. I hope he goes to Cowboys camp, and he's still got it, and he scores much touchdowns for the Cowboys. I hope that, but I don't see it. All right, everybody, appreciate you swinging by. We'll catch up down the road. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, in the comments or on Twitter, Instagram, or whatever. Let me know what you want to talk about tomorrow, and we'll take care of it. Appreciate you.